What's up, boys? CB here back again with another trading analysis. As you guys can see by the title and thumbnail, yes, I did switch to futures. I no longer trade Forex. Futures trader now. Made a total of 1.2K across all. We made $200 across all five of my accounts, and that led up to a total of $1,200. Well, 1.2K today. We made almost 1.3K day. I would have made like around $4,700, but because while I was in my trade, I saw something that I didn't like, and I ended up closing it because I just didn't want to risk end up losing profit. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna close it, just take my profit for today. But if I would have just held it, I would have made way more. But I'm not really too mad on it because still had a winning day, and didn't really stress about a winning day. So here's the P&L. As you can see, made $1,200 across, $200 across all five of my Lucid accounts. That led up to equaled up to $1,200 on the day. Not bad, not bad. But as you guys in, that's why I haven't really been too um consistent with my content, but was because I was trying to get more comfortable with the future side of trading, and now that I'm more comfortable with it, now I can start actually you know uploading YouTube videos on my analysis, going over the things that I saw today. I mean, not today, but the days that I do take trades. So yeah, man, that's really what I've been doing. So let's just get into this trading analysis. As you guys can see, really my strategy is kind of the same. We got accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Um, but I just have a little bit more stuff that I incorporate with my futures trading. So as you can see, leading up to 9:30, we had all this accumulation. Price was just ranging this whole pre-market, right? So we had all this price accumulation. Then I did want to take this trade right here. I did want to take this trade because as you can see, we have a bearish gap. Oh gosh, hold up, my bad. We have a bearish gap. I did want to catch this manipulation leg after I seen 930 push up. As you can see, this is a 930 candle. I seen 930 push up, so I've had a feeling because we had all this accumulation and because it pushed up like this, we always know the next move after accumulation is manipulation. So I wanted to catch this manipulation leg up, but because it was 1 minute into market opens, I was like, you know what, nah, I'm not gonna do that. But we had this bearish gap right here. Price then inverse this bearish gap and then continue to move higher. We would have caught a nice 2-to-1 from it. Well, probably more, but I would have only went for a 2-to-1 with it for with the trade. But um we didn't end up taking it. I did end up noticing that price was gonna eventually um go reverse lower at somewhere around this range. I just didn't know when. I actually was trying to find shorts here, but because I was looking for an inverse of this gap, was looking for an inverse of this gap to end up taking my shorts. As you can see, we didn't end up inversing this gap. Ended up coming into it and pushing higher. So I was like, okay, price may be just trying to create higher highs. We are on a 1 minute chart, by the way, but as you can see, price is just creating higher highs real quick. So I was like, okay, we're gonna wait till maybe this might be the last move. Maybe we're just gonna grab liquidity, and then it's probably gonna push lower. So I see that we have a 1 minute OB right here. We have a 1 minute order block, right? And we also have change in state and delivery right here, right? We have change in state and delivery, CISD right here. As you can see, price came back into the order block. I did want to take shorts here. I really did want to take shorts here, um, right here because we got this inverse of this gap. Um, got this inverse of this FVG, and I really wanted to. I was gonna take shorts right here, uh, right here at this price, and I was gonna have my stops right here, and then we would have targeted London lows. I mean not London lows, Asia lows. Would have gotten a way better entry than where we entered in at. Where we entered in at wasn't a bad trade, but this is way better. Um, I should have entered into it, but I was like, I'm gonna wait till price move down a little bit lower just to confirm his move because you can see price just kept making higher highs and higher lows. So I was like, I need price to move lower to actually confirm that it actually wants to move lower because, like I said, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till it closes low. So we then found an inverse, um, right here, which is right here. We got an inverse, right? Price then inverse this 1 minute gap. Normally, sometimes tend to wait for price to move up above. I mean, not move up, retest into the gap, and then I'll take the trade. But I was like, you know what? I have a strong feeling that it's just gonna continue to keep moving. So we entered in right here, entered in right here, right? So we have, like I said, we have accumulation, manipulation, then we got distribution. We're on a 1 minute chart. We finally got a price grabbed all this buy side liquidity on this 10 a.m. You were at 10 a.m. So we had this 10 a.m. reversal, grabbed all the liquidity. And as to why I closed my trade early, as you guys may ask, was because I wanted price to close below here, right? Because we were always we kept trading into this in this zone right here with these FVGs, and I wanted price to close below, but because I didn't get a close below, price ended up sweeping it, and instead of wanting to risk my profits that I already had, I was like, you know, I'm just gonna close in case price then pushes up higher because I didn't you don't really know where how high price is gonna move. So I was like, you know, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna close my trade. But like I said, if I would have just held it all the way, because my TP was all the way, I think we went for a 2 to 1. TP was like right here. This is my full TP. This is my full TP, and then we had like took partials like around this range for like a 1 or 2. This would have been my full TP, but you know, still had a good day, a great day. Like I said, we would have made way more, but still had a good day. First day trading on the evals, um, would have been up $900 on the evals. Would have had only what 1,100 left pass because I gotta make it like 3K to pass it, but I'm not tripping. We have Thursday and Friday to go. Maybe I might jump on for Asia session. You never know. Just because we got the end of day, so it'll count as 2 days. So I'll maybe jump on an Asia session, see if I can catch a trade there during Asia session, and probably make up for the profits that I would have made today. If not, I'll just come back tomorrow. But yeah, man, as you got that's really it for the trade analysis. It's not really that too much technical stuff. Not much analysis. I mean, we didn't need a whole bunch of confluences just to take this trade. We just got a 1 minute order block. We got to change the state and delivery. We have all this. Price grabbed all this buy side liquidity at a 10 a.m. reversal. Then we have accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So it was just spot on. We would have got in. We would have got in somewhere here, but we ended up getting in down here just to be more conservative because of price, in the higher highs and higher lows. But that's really it for the trade analysis. I hope you guys learned a lot from this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow.